Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to Sir Anwar and my fellow friend. So today I will talk about outdoor recreations. Outdoor recreation provide opportunity for people to be active, relax, develop friendship, spend time as a family, be challenged, develop new skill, and also ability both physical and mental. Active outdoor recreation provide an alternative option for people who do not want to participate in organized traditional sport. People can enjoy a myriad of outdoor recreation pursued by themselves, in club or through provider. Recreational activity you can do for outdoor such as backpacking, orienteering, kayaking, abseiling, and survival. So, to go more deep about outdoor recreation activity, I will pass to the next presenter. Let's go.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is ADIBAH Munirah binti BAHARI. My number matric is 2019-281054. So today, I want to tell you guys about backpacking. So let's watch it. Backpacking is a form of low-cost independent travel which often includes staying in inexpensive lodging and carrying all necessary possessions in a backpack. Once seen as a marginal form of travel undertaken only through necessity, it has become a mainstream form of tourism. Backpacking means everything you need on your adventure is in your bag on your back. That includes your clothes, your food, your personnel, and of course your camping gear. Backpacking also means that there is at least an overnight in the plan but can stretch to a days or even a weeks. Backpacking adventure rarely follow local trails and are more of the beaten paths. Pre-planning is a must because when you know the roads and the camping locations before you leaving, that makes the experience much more enjoyable. I want to tell you guys some points for a rucksack. A rucksack is a bag with straps that go over your shoulders so that you can carry things on your backs. For example, when you are walking or climbing. Strong and secure stitch, padded shoulder straps, padded hip straps so that weight can be passed from back to the hips and number of outside pockets can be used. A mat pocket at the top of the sack, then perhaps a front pocket or two side pockets. Sacks with a top and bottom compartment is useful as you can gain access to equipment without pulling everything out of the sacks. Okay, so for the first time using, you need take the time to adjust the rucksack to fit you correctly. If your rucksack has an internal frame, ask the retailer to demonstrate how this can be shaped to fit your bag and how the rucksack bag system can be fine-tuned to fit you. Critically, we check the rucksack is still correctly adjusted. Okay, so next we move to camping gear. What is camping gear? Camping gear is the equipment that using for staying outdoor. It was chosen from a variety of quality, top branded sleeping bags, tents, and outdoor cooking supplies. When it comes to camping, the gear are supposed to take with them. That means there are some pieces of gear that can make or break the camping trip. All campers probably want to bring along a different set of items from their body when heading out on a trip. Okay, so we move to type of camping gear that have 10 types of camping gear that you need to bring along your journey or along your camping. So firstly is tent. A tent is a portable shelter while camping. It is where most campers choose to sleep where they can put a lot of their belongings when at camp. Same like sleeping bags. Tent also can protect you from insects and snakes. There are many sizes of tent that you can choose according to the number of people sleep inside. Okay, so next we move to sleeping bags. Sleeping bags will keep you warm at night while you are sleeping. It also can protect you from danger such as insect bites and so on. The more expensive sleeping bags, the more lightweight and well insulated it is. Okay, so next is water bottle, or you can call it canteen. Water is a very essential for survival in the outdoor because water is not always available in the outdoor, and drinking from a pond or a lake can cause you a serious illness. You can use water filter. It is very convenient and effective. Next is flashlight. Flashlight is very convenient to have as it allows campers to see at night. It can also protect you from animals that are wandering near your campsite, as you can see more clearly in the dark. Flashlight is also very handy, and as you can bring everywhere instead of making fire. This is headlamp. Headlamp is same as flashlight because it is very convenient to have it allow campers to see at night. Headlamp also very handy as you can bring it everywhere instead of making fire. Okay, next we have first aid kit. While in the outdoor, injuries can happen. By bringing a first aid kit, we can treat minor injuries, stop a serious bleeding, and get medicine for various bites. Is very important for campers. Then we have navigation tools. Getting lost or stranded in a wooded area can be very dangerous, especially with a limited supply of water. That is why campers must always bring a map or a compass. Okay, next we have fire starter. Camping can be tough when there is no campfire, since it has many advantages. Campers can start fires using a flint and steel, matches, a cigarette lighter, or a magnesium fire starter. Okay, next we have rope. These pieces of camping gear can secure almost everything, including tents, tarps, equipment, and people. We move to mess kit. This mess kit is a portable device or folding device that contains a small skillet, pot, cup, and plate. Some of these mess kits also contains canteen. Next, we have pocket knife in our camping gear. The pocket knife is the ultimate multi-purpose tools of the outdoor. A knife can be used to trim a rope, cut a fishing line, dice bite, sharpen a stick, deal with tangles, vines, and more. Without knife, such as become nearly impossible. Next, we move to clothing for campers. We need to bring underwear, socks, tops, footwear, headgear, and bandana. Okay, so when you are packing your clothing, you use the army roll method to pack the clothes, because this army roll method can minimize the space in the backpack, and it's also easy to take and choose the clothes.
Important rule to remember is to only pack 20 to 30% of your total body weight. Any more weight than that could lead to unnecessary injury and is a poor use of your energy. Now, let's watch Steve as he demonstrates how to pack for a multi-day hike. Step number 1. Put your sleeping bag in the sleeping bag compartment, located at the bottom of the pack. If you do not have this feature, place it in the main compartment of your pack. Now let's focus on your main compartment. Place the clothing you will be needing for your overnight hike here, such as a sweater, jacket, shirts, pants, socks, and underwear. Pack all of the food you will be taking. Make sure to pack food ideal for hiking. Avoid taking canned food as it adds significant weight to your pack. Now it's time to load up your cooking gear. These are your heaviest items. These should be placed in the center of your pack, close to your back, to help with balance and weight distribution. Any other items that have significant weight to them should go here as well. The last item you want to place in your main compartment is your camping pillow. This will allow something soft for your head to land on while you hike. Once you are finished with the main compartment, simply cinch it up with your available compression straps. Now it's time to pack the outside of your pack. Use the outside compartments to place any items you will need for immediate access while hiking. Items such as snacks, toilet paper, and water purification tablets are good suggestions. Place items you will be using all the time in your waist pocket, such as your camera, GPS unit, compass, pocket knife, and small flashlight. The top or head compartment of your pack should be used for all of your emergency gear. These items should include a compact size first aid kit, paracord, headlamp, and matches. Now attach your remaining gear in your side pockets and outside straps. These items include your water bottle, bigger knives, hatchet, and large flashlight. Make sure all of these items are secured through using available compression straps. This way you do not lose any of your items during your hike. The last thing you will want to do is attach your tent on the bottom of your pack with available straps. Once this is complete, you can then attach an optional compression pad or cushion for sleeping on the top part of your pack. You want to do this since it's lighter in weight. Now you're ready to go.
Okay, so the conclusion is you need to well prepare your backpacking when out for camping, because all the equipment in the bag is very important to use when doing outdoor activities. So my advice is, when you doing outdoor activities, please stay safe and keep using all the item that you bring, because it will help you a lot. So that's all from me, and thank you. And next I will pass this to next presenter. Bye.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL NAJIHAH binti Mama AZMI. I'm from RSR1114D and my metric number is 019446504. Now, I will explain to you about the orienteering. Let's see the definition of orienteering. Orienteering is a recreational activity and competitive sport that combines the physical fitness of cross-country learning with the mental challenge of navigating by maps and compass. Now we move to the history of orienteering. Orienteering began in the late 19th century in Sweden. The actual term of orienteering was first used in 1886 and meant the crossing of unknown land with the aid of a map and a compass. Orienteering grew from a military training in land navigation into a competitive sport for military officers, then for civilians. The first orienteering competition open to the public was held in Norway in 1897. In orienteering, there are three types of orienteering. which is the classic orienteering or cross-country orienteering, score orienteering, and the last one is the relay orienteering. There are 5 categories of orienteering, which is the foot orienteering, ski orienteering, night orienteering, mountain bike orienteering, and the last one is the trail orienteering. In orienteering, there are 6 equipment that you should know and should be used in the orienteering competition, which is the first one is the personal equipment, and the second one is the master map. Next is the control card, and the fourth one is the control flag or marker, and next is the control puncher, and the last one is the compass. For the compass, there are several types of compass, which is the base plate compass, liquid compass, and the lensatic or army compass. Before using a compass, you should know the part of compass, which is the first one is the scale, the direction of travel arrow, the index line, north alignment arrow, rotating housing, the needle, and the base plate, and the last one is the lanyard hole. Before joining a orienteering competition, you should know how to use a compass. First, you should place the compass on the map and point the travel arrow toward your destination. Second, rotate the housing so that the orienteering line match the map and the indicators show the north to north direction. Next, remove the map from the compass and rotate the compass until the north arrow match the north pointer. Next, the direction of your travel arrow will indicate the actual travel direction you should go. So the next one is the how to use the control flag and punches. Control flag will be hung wherever appropriate by the organizer. On each control flag will be hung along with the number at the top of it, and that has been matched with the map given to the participant. On the control flag, it will be hung along with the punches. It depends on the punches given whether it is electronic punches or manual punches. If electronic punches, you need to insert the e-punch card into the hole found at the checkpoint. While for the manual punches, you have to punch in the control card. To use the punches, you have to do it carefully because your mistake of punching it, the control card will affect your score. Next, we will proceed to the usage of control card. This control card will be given to each participant at the beginning of the race. This card will be used by the participant as proof that the participant has passed through all available checkpoints by punching using manual punches at each checkpoint correctly. When you arrive at each checkpoint, make sure you carefully check the checkpoint number, and after you punching the control card, check the given map and move to the next checkpoint. Next, we move to the orienteering competition format. Now, I will explain to you about the classic orienteering competition format. For the classic orienteering competition format, participants will be given a map and a compass. On the map given to the participant, all the checkpoints found in the competition were marked. Upon the start of the competition, participants will start searching for each available checkpoint until the end. When participants complete, participants need to go to the match facilitator to confirm each checkpoint has been complete or not, and the accuracy of your punch in the control card. If there is a mistake, you will be fined, and if you manage to complete all the checkpoints correctly and fast, you will be counted as a winner. Before involving the orienteering competition, you should know the course safety that you should follow. First, participants should wear protective, appropriate clothing based on the current environment. Second, participants must carry a safety whistle during the event. Next, participants must report to the finish official whether they are finished the course or not. Next, the crossing road or railing must observed by the traffic light. And the last one is for the organizer, which is the organizer should provide safety briefing information to all the participants before they starting the competition. There are several advantages of orienteering when you join in the orienteering. First, you will increase your self-confidence. Second, you will improve self-knowledge to use compass and maps. It also will challenging us physically and mentally. And next is it will increase the level of personal fitness. Next, by joining the orienteering, it will teach yourself to not to give up easily. So all these advantages will help us face all the obstacles we face in the future, and through this orienteering can teach us to not to give up easily when doing something. Just like the others of competition, orienteering also have its disadvantage. First, you will easily injured when you joining the orienteering because you should run from a checkpoint to find another checkpoint. And second, you will easily to feel tired due to a lot of mental and physical use. After everything I have explained, here I can conclude that when you want to engage in orienteering, you need to prepare your mental and your physical. Because if you are not prepared mentally and physically, you will easily to give up and not be able to complete all the tasks. You also need to know the correct way to read the compass and the map before participating in orienteering. So I think that's all from me for this orienteering. I will pass you to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Muhammad SYAKIRIN AMANI bin SYUKRI from RSR1114D and my meeting number is 2019-679248. Today, I will share with you what is kayak. We move to the introduction of kayak. Kayak means a small human-powered boat with a covered deck and one or more cockpits, each sitting one paddler who uses a double-bladed paddle to propel the boat. A spray deck protects the interior of the boat by covering the cockpits. Native Ainu, Aleut, and Eskimo hunters in the subarctic region of northeastern Asia, North America, and Greenland devised and utilized it. Next is a history of kayak. Kayak is created by indigenous Arctic peoples who utilize the boat for hunting and transportation. Originally, the word kayak means boatman. The initial design consists of a wooden frame wrapped in an animal leather. This kayak was designed to hunt the waters off the coast of the Arctic Ocean. John McGregor, known as the father of the modern kayaks, pioneered the use of kayaks for a variety of purposes, from daily operations to competitions and recreational pursuit. There are 6 types of kayak. First, recreational kayak. These are a brilliant option for novice kayakers. They have a spacious open cockpit that doesn't seem claustrophobic. It is also easy to get in and out of as the result of this. Second is tandem kayak. These are double-seater kayaks, not the single-seater kayak that most people are familiar with. They are especially useful if you want to kayak with a partner on a regular basis, and they are ideal for paddling in the calm, motionless water of smaller lakes and ponds. The third one is inflatable kayak. The major advantage of the inflatable kayak is they provide kayakers is how simple it is to store and transport them. You will be able to store your deflated kayak while not in use. Next is fishing kayak. If you are consider yourself as a fisherman, you would love with this fishing kayak. Fifth, whitewater kayak. These yaks are made for rougher waters and more aggressive kayaking styles. Longboats, creek boats, river runners, and playboats are the 4 basic forms of whitewater kayaking. The last one is touring kayaks. Sea kayaks are another name for these kayaks. They are longer, narrower, and more streamlined than traditional recreational kayaks, with the shortest one reaching at least 12 feet long. What is personal floating device? A life jacket, life preserver, buoyancy aid, or flotation suit is a personal flotation device known as PFD. This is a piece of gear that helps the wearer stay afloat in water. The wearer may or may not be aware of what he or she is doing. PFD come in a variety of sizes to accommodate the different body types. There are 5 types of personal floating device. The first one is type 1, is known as offshore life jacket. Over 20 pounds of buoyancy designed to turn an unconscious person to face up. The type 2 is near-shore buoyant vest. Minimum 15.5 pounds of buoyancy designed to turn an unconscious person face up. The third one is type 3 is flotation aid. Minimum 15.5 pounds of buoyancy not designed to turn an unconscious person to face up, but it is more comfortable for water sport. The fourth one is towable device. Minimum 16.5 pounds of buoyancy and designed to be grasped, not worn. The type 5 is special use device. Must be used in accordance with any requirement on the approval level. There are 2 types of kayak pedals. The first one is asymmetrical. Kayak pedals strike in the water at shallow angle, and the asymmetric design of the blade allows it to sink deeper into the water and generate more force. Asymmetrical blades are commonly used by touring pedals. And the second one is symmetrical pedal. The symmetrical blade is one of that symmetrical around the shaft and has the same shape on both sides. These blades are easier to use and perform well for novices or for paddling with fewer mistakes, regardless of which way you hold them. Steps of doing X rescue. First, you need to move up so that your cockpit is right next to the bow of the kayak. Second, lift the bow and out of the water and turn the kayak up. Then, roll the kayak onto its side so that the water will drain out. Then, put the kayak back into the water. Try to arrange it so that the stern of the empty kayak swings over the close of the bow of your kayak. And the last one is put the pedals across both cockpits and by leaning most or all of your weight over onto their kayak. Step of doing high rescue. Both of the rescuing kayak need to move up near the capsized kayak. The two rescuing kayaks should move close to one another and place their pedal across between the two kayaks. The capsized kayak is then lifted up between the two kayaks and held on the pedal. The last one is two rescue kayakers will then rock the capsized kayak back and forth out of the water to make sure that all the water drains out of the cockpit. First, forward stroke. Make sure the main pedal stroke used in kayaking. Forward the pedal stroke start at the front of the boat, runs parallel to the boat and finish behind you. The last one is it is a main pedal stroke used for moving forward. Second is backstroke. Backward pedal stroke start at the back of the boat, runs parallel to the boat and finishes in front of you. It is the main pedal stroke used for moving backward. First is stop, move pedal up and down. Second is rough, gather, come to me, hold the pedal straight up. The last one is the direction, left or right. Okay, now I want to share the safety tips before involved in kayak activity. First, do not pedal alone. Second, dress for the condition. Third, identify for weather. And the last one is always follow the kayaking rules. The next one is important of water confidence. It is to prevent fears. Next, feel you are in the control and have a power to change things. And the last one is remain goal oriented and be proud of your achievement. So that's all from me. Thank you. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is IZZATI binti NAZIM. I'm from RSR1114D, number metric 2019828052. I'm from Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation, Program of Sport Management and Recreation. So today, I will talk about recreational outdoor activity, which is my part 8, abseiling. Check it out! Abseiling, from the German word abseilen, means the rope down, is the process of sliding down a rope under controlled conditions. It's also known as a rappelling in United States. Abseiling has long been used in rock climbing, caving, and mountaineering to descend slopes or cliffs that are too steep to simply hike down. In recent years, however, abseiling has become a popular sport in its own right. Abseiling can be a dangerous activity, especially for inexperienced or unsupervised participants. Many seasoned climbers actually view abseiling as a more dangerous process than the climbing itself, since the rope must constantly bear the full weight of the participant. Moreover, the rope often jam or get sliced through by sharp edge and rock. Many climbing accidents actually occur while abseiling. If you are new to abseiling, this is recommended for you to try in indoor. For beginners, it is possible to get a sense of sport in indoor mountain climbing gym. In outdoor, there must be a fixed abseil point on the top to keep you safe during sliding, and probably is the most crucial parts of the sport, since it's fail, you are mostly likely to fall. Try to observe experienced abseilers while they are descending and noting. The history of abseiling. The origin of abseil is attributed to Jane Charlotte, a Chamonix guide who lived from 1814 until 1925. Charlotte originally devised the technique of the abseil method of roping down during a failed solo attempt of Petit Trou in 1876. This was the first known use of a rope to abseil. After many attempts, some of them solo, he managed to conquer a Petit Trou in 1879 in the company of two other Chamonix guides, which is the first one is Prosper Payot and the second one is Frederick Fergot, whom he helped. During that ascent, Charlotte perfected the abseil. Jane Charlotte is known from the first winter ascents of Mont Blanc in 1872, which Isabelle threatened. In 1871, Miss Isabelle Schroeter was Charlotte's client during the first ascent of Argo du Mont, and a year after Charlotte and Schroeter winter ascent of Mont Blanc, the two was married. The story goes that it was the top of Mont Blanc, in trying to warm his client, that the future conqueror of Petit Trou also warmed his heart. Equipment of abseiling. Because of the potential danger inherent to the sport, participants should increase their safety by wearing specialized gear such as climbing helmet, boots, gloves, elbow pad, and knee pad. Low-stretch static ropes should be used to allow easier handling and to reduce bouncing, and a comfortable climbing harness should be worn around the waist to secure the descender. The descender is a friction hitch or another friction device which allows the rope to be paid out in the controlled manner. Function helmets are worn to protect the head from the bump and falling rock. When needed, the primary light source is mounted on the helmet in order to keep the hand free. Gloves protect hand from the rope and from hit with the wall. Are mainly used by recreational abseilers, industrial access practitioners, adventure racers, and military, as opposed to climber or mountaineer. In fact, they can increase the risk of accident by becoming caught in the descender in a certain situation. Boots or other footwear are to protect your leg. Knee pads are popular in some applications for the protections of joint during hit. Rope used to descending are typically of incremental construction with a multi-thread core protection by an abrasion-resistant woven sheet. A harness is used around the waist to secure the descender. It should be comfortable if you are planning on spending many hours hanging from it while descending. A descender is a device of hitch which is designed to allow for rope to be paid out in a controlled fashion, under load with a minimal amount of effort being expanded by a person controlling it. The speed with which the rope is allowed to pass is controlled by increasing or decreasing the amount of frictions applied to the rope by descender. The greater the friction, the slower the rope moves. This can be either mechanical or improvised. So the next one, we go to technique of abseiling. Abseiling technique are many, from abseiling with a friend to abseiling alone, or even abseiling face first toward the ground. Whatever float your boat, we are probably got it here along with some abseiling technique you might never had heard of. First one is rescue style. This is the simple form of abseiling. One abseiler use a rope fixed at the top of the drop to descend under their own control to the bottom. Abseiler control their speed by using a bellow device attached to the harness around their waist. Abseiler hold the rope with one hand above and one hand below the device to slow control their speed, while the bellow device cause frictions in the rope, making sure that they don't fall too fast. The classic pose for abseiling in this way is to lean backwards over the rope and walk slowly down the wall. But once you have mastered this form of abseiling and got familiar with your equipment, then you will be able to tackle most of the other abseiling technique. The second one is fireman bellow. Fireman bellow is a greatest way to start abseiling, but you need one friend to try out this abseiling technique. When bellaying, the abseiler has a rope attached to their harness, but this time it's run through a bellow device fitted on your partner harness instead. Your partner, the belayer, can stand on the top or bottom of the drop and will then control your rate of descent of you. All you have to do is watch out for anything sticking out as you abseil down. This is a great way of beginner abseiler to get used to the feeling of descending without worrying about controlling their own speed, and it's also the most common form of abseiling that you will see of your local climbing wall. The third one is tandem abseiling. If you have a friend that you just can't bear to separate from the tandem abseiling, it is for you. Also known as a spider rappelling. This belly technique involves you and a partner being attached to the same piece of rope and abseiling down together, side by side. Both abseilers can either be belayed from the top, or a more experienced abseiler can use this technique to help a less confident partner get down, with both abseilers working off the same belay device. The key to this abseiling technique is to make sure that both of you step in time with each other and try to coordinate your leading. So we go to the last part, which is benefit of abseiling. Abseiling gives a participant a feeling of achievement for various reasons. Some may be an achievement in beat their fear of height. Others may be a sense of achievement in beat greatest height. In abseiling, confidence building is developed even in early part of training and orientations. I think that's all for me. We will continue with the next person with a different recreation outdoor activity. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is EMISYAFIQAH binti Muhammad Amin. I am from Faculty Sport Science and Recreation, and then I am from University Teknologi Mara Cawangan Perlis, UiTM Arau, and my metric number is 2019-425-182, and my semester is semester 4, and my program is Sport Science and Recreation Management SR111, and then I'm from group RSR1114D, and this course is Outdoor Recreation SPS 133, and my topic is survival. Getting lost in the wood can scare you. Whether you get lost while hiking, a car crashes in the middle of a road in the wilderness area, or for some others reason, surviving in the jungle is not easy. But it can be done. You must get drinking water, food, shelter to sleep, and fire to cook and keep warm. If your basic physical needs have been met, you can survive in the jungle, then signal and wait for help. The forest has a very many plants, and even plants have their own substance to heal the body. Look for edible wild plants. Many wild plants in the forest are edible, but make sure the plants are completely non-toxic. Look for cashew guava leaf, pohon leaf, clover leaf, livermore usually attached to rocks, pegagan leaf, or bamboo shoot. If you are in doubt which plants to choose, you better not eat. Brazilian spinach or Tenantera sisor is a species of leafy vegetable plants native to Brazil and South America. For example, I use this Brazilian spinach as a plant to test whether it is an edible plant or an inedible or poisonous plant. The first step is take the plants found and cut the leaf part. You must whip on the elbow or wrist to ensure whether there an effect on our skin. Then you whip on to the wrist. You need 3 minutes to get result of the test. If your skin feel numb, sick, or like a burn, even if your skin is itching, then the plant should not be eaten and should be avoided to eat. If it does not affect the elbow or the wrist, then the plant can be continued to be tested in the second stage. The second step is take the plants found, then cut the leaf part, then you wipe it on your lips. You need to wait 3 minutes to get the result of the test. If it gives an effect such as pain, itching, or burning, please remove the plants and try to avoid eating the plants. If your lips do not take any negative action, then you can test the plant to the third stage. Step 3. Take some of the plant and whip it on your tongue. You need to wait 10 minutes to see the effect of your tongue. If it has a negative effect on the third test, then the plant should be avoided and should not to be eaten. If there is no effect, such as burn, sick, or something, then the plant should do the fourth test. Step 4. Step 4 is take part of the plant then chew for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, if the plant affect us such a nausea, bitter or stomach pain, then we need to dispose of the plants immediately. If it does not affect anything on the body, it can be eaten. But you have to wait 2 hours after making the fourth test. This is because to ensure whether the plant is really safe and healthy to eat. The advantages of having survival skill in our life that we do not feel afraid if something disaster happen to us. This is because we are ready to go in living despite various situations such as getting lost in the forest or the jungle. We can save our life or others' life living even if we are just eat plants or fruits, and we are able to win our fearless friends. These advantages are feeling fearful and anxious because they do not know how to continue living in the forest. Okay, it can cause death if one's does not dare to try to eat or drink because they do not know how to try to eat, and they don't have the skill in survival. In conclusion, the skill of surviving is very important in life. I invite everyone to learn the skill of surviving even they are young or old. Okay, this is because we do not know the disaster or our situation in the latest day. Okay, for the people who always traveling in the forest, like hunting, hiking, you are highly encouraged to learn the skills so you are safe and easy if you are go to the forest.
You had listened to all the information and tips from me and my fellow friends. This tip will guide you when you are doing outdoor activities. The conclusion is outdoor activities is fun and also can make you more healthier. Any of outdoor activities is more fun than indoor activities, but you need to know well the activity before you do it. This is because to make yourself safer and feel the fun. For you guys that don't try this all outdoor activities, go and try it now, okay? So thank you from us and bye bye.